Hello. So this week we're going to be working with light green to support us with COVID times. And essence is the gift of light green. So I'm going to wait a minute for you guys to come in and see my friends here, and we'll start. So let's just start with some breathing, to just breathe in and relax. You might want to close your eyes and just take a few deep breaths. And you can just say the word light green to yourself 3 times at least as you breathe, breathing in the light green. On each breath, just light green. It's an invitation for this color to arrive. I can see some of you are here. Hello. I can see Zographia. I think I can see Aleph. It's lovely to be here in circle with you. This is my last full day in New York with my parents, and I'm really aware how my culture, where I grew up in this area, how I didn't grow up in the city, about an hour's drive north. Light green is has been a really important teacher for me. Hi Tony, I'm doing good. It's been great to be with my parents and support them. I usually make my pilgrimage to see them once a year to, check in on them as they're getting older. And I've been living in the UK for so long, and I love to be with them. They're my elders. They're the wise ones. My mom has been an extremely amazing influence in my life. And my stepdad is just an amazing man, and I'm lucky and blessed that I have such amazing elders in my life. And hi Zographia, and I'm lucky to be here with them at this time. It's an unusual thing, and because of the COVID and traveling, oh hi Lee, I wasn't going to be here, and they asked me not to come, and I wasn't planning on coming, and then I think they felt so isolated, and I live in a very isolated place in England, and it felt, on the balance, it was healthier to be with them and be very careful, and I quarantined before I saw them, so everything worked out really well. And I'm really glad, because at their age and stage of life, it could have been, we never know if there's going to be another visit or not. So I'm feeling blessed, and I'm feeling blessed to be here with you guys in circle. And light green has been, light green is really about making judgments. I'm just trying to see who that was. I see a heart. Light green is about making judgments. And when we judge other people, sometimes we see things on the surface, behaviors or actions, and we can become quite uncomfortable and judgmental. And light green is one of the rays that supports us for going deeper, like beyond the surface. So usually, if we see people's behavior, it's easy to kind of snap to a judgment that, that's not right, or so-and-so should be doing this. And anytime we're really critical of other people, it's often because we're critical of ourselves. So this is a week sort of to exercise compassion and to be aware of when we're making judgments. And during lockdown, if you're locked down with certain people, you might feel like you're judging all the time. It's often people who are closest to us that we're making these judgments, and that, our mindsets can get in the way. So the image for light green is a new leaf. And I know it's the time of spring, but right now we're heading into winter. But if you think about the trees, they renew themselves every year. They drop the old leaves, the old thoughts, the old, like us. We can learn so much from the trees, dropping these concepts or ideas and then starting fresh, letting new sap rise up and see from a fresh point of view. We don't have to. That might be Claire, I'll say. So, the light green essence is there, thinking yourself renewed with new sap, new energy, a new point of view, a fresh perspective may be needed on something. So that's the color for the COVID for this week, to support us through these times and lockdowns and changes and challenges. So before we go into any journey work or further, I'd like just to open directions together. So just dropping down into yourself, into your breath, into your belly, and thanking spirits of the East, where the sun rises, for their support and help as we do this work together. It's like you're knocking on the door of the East, just welcoming in that energy, giving thanks. New visions, new times. The East is really happy to support us. You know, this is seeing fresh with fresh eyes. Light green can come in through the East quite easily. Now moving to the South, we thank the spirits of the South for their love and their support. I'm feeling the power of the South and its love for you and love for you doing your inner work at this time. It's so beautiful to feel the power of the South. Allowing the blessings to bless you from the South. And now moving to the West, the setting sun. Allowing the power of the West to fill you with its blessings and gifts as we create the sacred space together. Letting go of the judgments, letting go of the old ideas that are not serving, that are stopping you from seeing clearly this present moment. Thank you. And the spirits of the North, we thank the spirits of the North for their support and their love and their holding. Dropping into that love and support. And we thank the lower world teachers, the power animals, and other beings for their support as we work today. And we thank the middle world spirits, the elements, the spirits of the place where you are. Fire, the sun that warms us. Without life, without the sun, no life. The waters, without the waters, no life. And the winds, the beautiful winds. And the earth herself, providing all our food and nourishment, shelter. Thank you, spirits and elementals. And the spirit of the place where you are, give a deep acknowledgement, no matter where you are, and gratitude. And thanking your true self for showing up and doing this work. And now the upper world teachers, the wonderful, wise, angelic, the archangelic, the invisible ones. There is so much love and support pouring on you. The Colour Mansion, the Color Masters. I feel moved to tears. I'm trying to stop the tears from rolling down my cheeks. It feels very emotional today. A lot of loving energy. The gurus and the wise ones, the meditators, the sages, the gurus, the beautiful teachers. Thank you for your presence and love and support to help us all awaken at this time of change on the planet, the Great Awakening, and supporting us. And feel the love. Just feel it coming into you from the beyond, from the wise ones, the disembodied ones who are watching with bated breath the changes on the planet right now. You know, it's really exciting time. It's such a wonderful, beautiful time of potential. So feeling their love, feeling all of that. And then, I want to also acknowledge your beautiful selves. All of you showing up here. I can see some of you now, Alev, and just thank you for showing up and doing the work with the colors and letting this love fill you and grace you. You are also middle world spirits here with my middle world spirit, so I'm really grateful to you. Okay, so to be in this beautiful community together. So light green is a really important color for us because this essence of judging people, feeling judged, this is where a lot of communication goes wrong with loved ones, and also our perceptions of what's happening in the world. It's easy to get thrown off. We all have loads of ideas, like thousands, tens of thousands of ideas every day. Our brain is ticking over all the time. And it's easy to fall into those negative views of looking at how wrong everything is happening in the world and who's doing all these terrible things, and making a lot of judgments, or even feeling wrong in your own household with your loved ones and your friends, and feeling that something's not quite up. But, like that saying, when we point our finger at someone, three fingers are pointing back at us. And we're really in the hall of mirrors and projections. So many times what's upsetting us about another person is actually a subconscious or hidden behavior in ourselves. So when you get triggered by something, it's a really good point to then turn inside and say, okay, I really don't like what I'm seeing outside me. I really don't like this behavior. How do I embody that behavior? When am I doing that? And then it's stepping back and having compassion, not only for the other person, but for yourself. And it's so easy for us to get, especially when the squeeze is on, everyone's feeling squeezed. Many are feeling squeezed. I can't say everyone is. That would be a judgment. No, a lot of people are feeling squeezed and challenged and tested. It's a bit like the cauldron is boiling, and you're going to titrate into your pure gold awareness, or you're going to descend into chaos and madness quite easily. And that's what's happening for a lot of people. They're becoming very depressed, and it's really hard. We had a huge full moon yesterday, and the energies of that moon are still with us, and a lot of people felt so much pressure building up. There's a real purification process happening. And so it's a really good time with light green to cool in the light green as an angelic presence. Imagine light green standing right behind you right now, and putting hands on your shoulders, and putting a hand, maybe one hand, over the back of your heart. Sometimes we think about our heart. It's easy to think putting our hands on our own heart. But imagine these angelic presences have their hands on the back of your heart, and they're supporting you as you move forward and look forward into the world. It's so easy to be judgmental. And it's such a beautiful gift of light green is to look at someone's essence. People, I've heard many times people say, oh, I hate that person, or if you don't like their behavior, or you hate that behavior. And we can think about a lot of world leaders who we don't like. Everyone can think of things that they don't like, seeing these behaviors, these terrible injustices that are going on. But then if we step back and we ask to go beneath the stories that everyone acts out, we drop down to another level of soul, and we realize that, to do the dance of light and dark, and to come to this cataclysmic time, we need people to play the role of the negative, the protagonist and the agonist. We need the dynamic to create the tension, to create the stories. And so even within ourselves and our personal lives, you can feel how different things will be summoned out of you. So how not to be judgmental? Light green is here to help support you, just to be, okay, this is part of the passion play right now for my awakening, and don't take it so seriously. Don't be judgmental. Let the spring light green juice sap fill you and bring you to another level of visioning and seeing at a deeper level the larger schema of things. Maybe this is the way things are supposed to be unraveling, and without this drama and high tension, people would have just stayed asleep. So how do we make peace with that? You know, light green helps you to come to that place of peace within and accept what you're seeing, but also bringing compassion. And you know, you need to bring compassion to yourself as well as the other. If you're judging the other, you're for sure judging yourself. So light green is an invitation to bring in that softer love. So we're going to do a journey now, and we're going to ask light green. We're going to ask light green to show us where in our life we could be using more of this essence to like lift us, to see more clearly, and to see below the surface of what it seems like is going on, and to go deeper. You know, oftentimes if people are acting out in really horrible ways, they're tremendously wounded. Anybody who was conscious wouldn't behave in such a way. We know that. So to go beyond the surface judgment of right and wrong, and to go down into the layers of true seeing of where is that person coming from? What is their wound? And what is the wound in me? And then that entanglement that we are in this dynamic together. And how do you come back into your center and bring that peace? So asking light green to show you that level of where you need to be more aware, to bring in the light green penetrating consciousness, to see that space where you might be missing in your life, that you can bring in more of the compassion, bring in more of the love. And then, you know, ask to be shown where, and it could be a judgment to others, or it could be a judgment to yourself. And then ask for light green to give you the new sap, to look at the picture from another point of view, to raise you, to lift you, and to bring healing into that situation. Okay, so let us go. We're going to say light green, show me what needs to be seen, and bring me to that place of harmony and love within, to clear my entanglement. Make me more conscious, make me more aware. Thank you, light green. Okay, here we go. So coming back and just breathing in that light green energy and imagining that ray of the beyond, that light is showering upon you. Gosh, it was so beautiful. It just made me cry to feel the bliss of this energy. There's so much pain in our world with people misjudging each other and making judgments. So allowing yourself to bathe in light green and be healed, and your wounds being healed, you know, it's very upsetting, it's very saddening when there's misunderstandings between people and it creates separation. And there are behaviors which are just very difficult. But how do we accept and love those people the way they are and just be in our own bliss and see them as perfect in their story, experiencing what they're meant to experience, and then not feeling damaged by it or harmed, but pulling your energy back into yourself, pulling that energy back in and owning your essence and energy and letting light green fill you to heal wherever those gaps are or however hurtful it is, someone else's behavior towards you. Calling in the light green to fill you, to not turn around and hate them for what they've done, but to fill your own heart and let your own pain be healed. And light green is there to help you and feel like the new sap is rising, because it is, because the new times are coming. We've got a new year coming. We've got beautiful new angelic forces are coming to support us in the evolution and awakening of this planet. So tune into the good rays, the good waves, and let them fill you with their grace and their love. The love today was so powerful and so tangible. I just couldn't stop crying while I was rattling for you all. The tears were just streaming, but tears of joy, tears of this beauty. There's so much beauty from the beyond, which is coming to heal us. And no matter how difficult things are, and light green this week, just be aware of the judgments of others, maybe other people judging you, you judging people, and take those blessings in. And if you had anything interesting on your journey that you feel would benefit someone else, please leave a note for me and tell me, you know, how that journey was for you. I was surprised. I saw some power animals show up. I saw a very beautiful light green snake slither through, you know, the grass snakes, and I didn't expect to be have those presences. I'm usually holding space when I journey for you all, and I just felt the light green rays like a beautiful meditation. You can also do is just put on music or a journey rhythm or any beautiful, relaxing, soothing music, and just see yourself sitting like in a stream of green sunlight, and know that you're being filled and blessed and healed with these divine rays. You know, pick any color, but just sit in it, listen to the music, and see yourself, you know, just being showered upon. The light is shining on you and resonating inside you and filling you. So whenever you're feeling a bit low, and then breathe in that light and enjoy it, you know, just enjoy. And it's a wonderful way to begin to meditate. If some of you are not enjoying meditating, you know, listen to beautiful music and visualize the color. You're sitting in a ray of green light, and let it fill you. So many blessings, light green blessings to you. Would love to get a note from you. It encourages me to keep doing this, and to hear your experiences with the light green ray or insights you might have had for yourself, for others. And leave breadcrumb. This is a breadcrumb trail you can leave for others who will, I know some people watch the video later because it's not a good time for them, but your experiences are really powerful. And as each one of you connects in with your own wisdom, you have so much to share, and insights and revelations. So I look forward to seeing your notes, and green blessings, light green blessings. May we all be held in the power and the loving light of the light green this week. And I look forward to seeing you next week. So take care. Bye for now.